Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. Our final interview for the morning, which will take us up to about 10 past 10 this morning. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, tomorrow will be the first of Ramadan. But of course, it will be totally dependent on demand takers. They'll be out in full force in the Western Cape, and undoubtedly other Maulanas throughout the country too will be scanning the skies for the sighting of the Hilal, inshallah. What a Mubarak occasion, and how we look forward to this month of Ramadan, the month of mercy, the month of forgiveness, the month of love. We so look forward to it, and to inspire us even further, we have Moulana Sabrie Davids. He's from the Western Cape. He's going to tell us exactly which masjid he's from, and he's going to give us tips on how to make the most of your Ramadan 2023. Assalamu alaikum to you. Welcome to the program, Moulana Sabrie Davids.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and to the viewers of Salam Media and to the listeners as well. A pleasure to be here, mashallah.
Okay, tell us which masjid are you at?
I am at Almasjiduth Thaani, that's out in Rocklands, Mitchell's Plain. Alhamdulillah,
Okay.
we've been there for a good few years, alhamdulillah.
All right, the Mubarak month is upon us, inshallah. Like I said, the man cakers will be out in full force. Inshallah, tomorrow will be the first of Ramadan. How do we start this Mubarak month on the right footing? Being good, being kind, getting the best out of the month, and touching lives in a very positive way, and leaving almost an imprint, and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, begging him that inshallah after the month of Ramadan we must continue in this vein.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wahda wa salatu wa salam ala man la nabiyya ba'da. It is indeed an honor to be deemed worthy to share advices with our beloved and our respected viewers of Salam Media. May Allah grant us all khair, inshallah. The time for preparation is just about ending. All preparations now need to be rounded off, and we need to be ready to start Ramadan. And because of our very few, very little time, we can't go into the depths of it. But one of the advices that we wish to share with our viewers is that every and any distraction that will distract us from the ibadah. Remember, this is a month of ibadah. We are in ibadah of Allah the entire day, from Fajr in the morning until Maghrib at night. We are in ibadah. Imagine that during a salah, as an example, the person switches on his television and he watches television while making salah. Or the person listens to music while making salah. Imagine this be the case. And so therefore, it is essential that we understand that we are in perpetual ibadah during the month of Ramadan. Having said that, therefore, we cannot have any distractions during the month of Ramadan. Understanding that in as much as distractions will make our salah batil our salah, as an example, because we can't speak in salah, we can't watch television in salah, we can't listen to music in salah, and all of these things. We can't eat in salah. In the same way, we must treat the month of Ramadan. So therefore, all distractions must be removed, and television is the biggest one. Unfortunately, the ummah spends a huge amount of time watching television, and so often many programs have no faida whatsoever. So this is one of the advices that we wish to share. Remove all those distractions. Maybe even if we can try to get off social media as much as we can as well. While this month, alhamdulillah, we have seen in the past how social media, alhamdulillah, can also become a means of where we can gain closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At the same time, social media can also be a distraction from the ibadah. In this time, because it is the month of Quran, we have no option but to engage ourselves with Quran. Quran is the kalam of Allah. It was revealed in this month. It is this month where the Quran recitation should be emphasized in our lives. And so this is another preparation point that we need to tick, that I am ready for my Quran recitation. And inshallah ta'ala, not only being ready, in addition to being ready, I must improve and increase on my previous recitation from my previous Ramadan. It is not impossible to recite one juz a day. Now I must say, you know what, I completed one juz a day. Let me now do 1.5 juz a day. Let me now do almost 2 juz a day. May Allah grant us that ability, inshallah. Another important, because this is Shahrul Muwasat. This is the month of sympathy with our fellow human beings, not only our Muslims, but with our fellow human beings in general, but specifically also to our Muslim brothers and sisters. There are a host of people. There are multitudes of families who do not have food to even break their fast. They fast beyond the time in terms of when Maghrib arrives. They continue to fast, although it is not fasting as such, but they continue not to eat. Why? Because they don't have anything to eat. Make giving sadaqah this month, make giving sadaqah one of the ibadah that we would like to increase upon, inshallah.
Amin.
Understanding that the community, one hungry family, one hungry child could be fed by us during this month of Ramadan. Bearing in mind that any act, a fard act, is multiplied 70 times. A nafil or sunnah act gets the reward of a fard act. So imagine if we take it upon ourselves to feed one person for the day. Share with one person. Alhamdulillah, Allah has endowed many of us. Many of us are not as fortunate. Let us think of the less fortunate as well. Let us prepare now, early in Ramadan already. And I see our time is running out very, very quickly. Let us prepare early now already to say that the last 10 nights of Ramadan, I'm going to remain in ibadah as much as I can. We have to face our realities. We have to accept that our realities cannot be changed. We are working people, we've got commitments, that we understand. But at the same time, deen has spread. Deen has spread because of sacrifices. So if we're not willing to make those sacrifices for our own iman, for our own taqwa, remember the overall mission in Ramadan, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, is that we must gain that taqwa. Taqwa doesn't come off a shelf of a supermarket. Taqwa is not bought online. Taqwa takes sacrifice. Taqwa takes commitment. Taqwa takes loyalty, dedication, discipline. And that is what is required to achieve this taqwa. How better than in the month of Ramadan, and especially so in the last 10 days. Let us increase in ibadah, and we even encourage that we go into i'tikaf, so much better. We spend the last 10 days and 10 nights in i'tikaf in total ibadah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is also an encouragement. And so therefore it is essential that we understand that the preparation, the psyche, the mindset should already be in Ramadan. The heart should already be in Ramadan. Everything, my entire system should be in Ramadan. Inshallah, pending the outcome of the sighting of the moon throughout the country, we will start fasting tomorrow, hopefully, inshallah, if the moon is sighted. If the moon is not sighted, we will start fasting on Friday. But already I must be there. I must already tell myself that I am going to do certain things, I'm going to try certain things, and I'm going to, very, very important, shed certain things. I need to shed my poor akhlaq. I need to shed some of those mannerisms that I have towards my wife, or the wife towards the husband, or the children towards the parents towards the children, or towards my fellow musalli at my masjid, or towards my neighbor, or towards my family member. These are some of the things that I need to shed. I also need to shed the way I speak, the way I behave, the way I carry myself, understanding that Ramadan is supposed to bring us down from, let's say, 200 kilometers an hour. Let's do 50 kilometers an hour. Let's understand that we've got time. Time has always had 60 seconds. 1 minute has always had 60 seconds. 1 hour has also always had 60 minutes. In Ramadan, we will understand the value of time, how much time we waste outside Ramadan. And so as a parting advice, because I see our time is almost up, let us utilize our time correctly. And we will notice that to us it seems, because it's a mind over matter thing, it seems that the clock ticks slower during the month of Ramadan. This is not the case. We are now more aware of time. Henceforth, our nasiha and our advice is, let us utilize our time maximally. Let us not stay away from, refrain from watching television too much, or even at all. And, social media is one of those things that we should try to minimize on. Even spending time with whatever activity is no faida in, let us rid ourselves of these activities. And also, even we know many of us are sports fans. Let us also in this month of Ramadan try to say, you know what, I will not lose anything if I don't watch that match. I will not lose anything if I'm not aware who won or who lost the match. I will get to know that. And so, seeing that our time is up, I thank Salah Media for giving us this opportunity. And we wish the Ummah well for the month of Ramadan. May Allah grant us all the khair, the nur, the barakat that we need. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assist those that are more in need. And we are thinking especially of our brothers and sisters in Palestine, our brothers and sisters in Turkey and Syria who have undergone a very, the earthquake. May Allah save them and may Allah assist them, inshallah. And on that note, we wish you well for the month of Ramadan. And that comes from myself as well as the Muslim Judicial Council and the entire Ummah in the Western Cape of South Africa, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of our efforts, the very same well wishes to you and your loved ones and the community of the Western Cape, inshallah. Allah make it easy on all of us and keep us in His gentle mercy and loving care. May it be an absolutely Mubarak Ramadan for one and all. Assalamu alaikum to you and Khuda Hafiz, Moulana Sabrie Davids.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you indeed for your company this morning on News and Views. As I've said earlier on, inshallah, on the start, the first day of Ramadan is when you'll be joined by Ashraf Garda. I will then move over to the 11 o'clock slot from 11 to 1 o'clock on mid-morning talk. So please do join me then and do enjoy your month of Ramadan with Ashraf Garda on News and Views. Inshallah, Juz 29 will be recited by Sheikh Ahmed Al-Ajmi. Do listen to that beautiful recitation. And a big thank you and shout out to you, Nasrin Naidu, my producer, and Abdul Salam behind the controls. Till the next time, as always, Khuda Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum from me, Julie Ali.